trustworthy. There's two people that I'm ready to give you with two different characters. Out of the two people, you know, people frowns upon both characters that I'm ready to give you that these two people I have.
Mm-hmm.
But now it's a scenario with it. You have to befriend one of these people. You have to. You have to befriend one of the people that I give you to pick from.
Wait, hold on. When you say befriend me, like you gotta ride around the car with them,
but
hang with them?
befriend. Like
Okay.
you trust them. You be over their house, they be over your house.
Okay.
You know, y'all, you know, sometimes whatever the case may be, but you befriending. You befriending.
Mm-hmm.
And the two people, one of them is a confidential informant. Well, I'm as a rat, a tattleteller.
Okay.
Is a person that if he get caught and he knows some other information about someone else, he will gladly give that information at an alarming pace to free himself.
We know a lot of them guys out here. Yeah, we know a lot of
Right.
them. Okay.
And now you have the homosexual, the person that likes the same sex.
Mm-hmm.
Out of these two, the homosexual or the tattleteller, you had to pick one to be a friend. Who can you befriend first? A rat or a homosexual? Tawfiq.
All right, listen, I gotta ask some questions though first.
No. You don't gotta answer no questions.
Yo, why can't I ask you no questions?
Because you always try to make something more than what it is.
No, I'm asking you a question.
Who can you befriend first?
Listen, I'm asking you a question. I gotta ask you a question.
You can ask the question after you answer. You don't answer.
No.
You don't answer a question.
That's not how it goes. That's not how it goes.
Yes, it is.
Because I have to answer the question.
All right, so what do you gotta ask? What?
Okay, so when you say befriend them, meaning I gotta ride in the car with them, I gotta hang with them.
Yes.
Or if I'm in jail, I gotta walk the yard with them if I'm in jail.
Like, they not even walk, but if they come see you, acknowledge you, yeah. You ain't got to walk them, but you befriend him. Yo, you see him in traffic and he comes up to you. Yo, come here, if he ran up to your cell, or you might go to his cell. You ain't got to necessarily be, yo, let's go walk the track today. No, that don't mean you my friend. I see a lot of niggas running and walking the track and don't even know each other.
Well, this is easy.
So who would you befriend out of a rat or a homosexual if you had to take if you had a choice to pick and you had to pick one? Audience, y'all answer that too.
I wouldn't. I mean, for me, I wouldn't probably hang with either one. Hang with either one. I just would keep my distance from either one for my own reasons.
You keep
but hold up, listen.
Oh, okay.
I want to answer the question. Like, you know what I mean? Don't have a temper tantrum up here, man. But I would probably hang with. I probably would choose to be hang with the rat.
Yeah, see, I ain't doing that.
I'm saying why I would hang with the rat.
Right.
Because I ain't breaking no law, so he ain't gonna tell on me.
Okay.
And if somebody know he a rat, I'll make it known that he's a rat, and I'll be like, this boy's a rat. But
Yeah, but I couldn't trust him.
I had to choose between hanging with him and hanging with someone else. So I would choose to hang with the person that told.
I ain't say hang. I said befriend.
Yeah,
just because I befriend you don't mean I gotta hang with you.
I hang with you. I befriend you. We hang together.
Yeah, but I'm just saying. But we ain't got to hang together either. But you don't have to hang with a motherfucker to befriend a motherfucker. You don't have to do that. You don't have to just because you're my friend. We gotta hang together. No.
Because the thing about it is this: me and the person that told may still have some things in common. They might want to go to the basketball game, talk about basketball, so on. The other individual, I might not be able to relate to that person and have a type of conversation or have some type of, like what am I talking about? What are we conversating about? So therefore, I would probably choose to just befriend the rat. And it's dudes that I know that told that they got their phone numbers in my phone, but I know they told, and I don't deal with them on a level of befriending them. I might deal with them on certain business, as far as like they might be plumbers or HVAC guys or whatever, electricians or whatever. But that's just for me. So I guess y'all can. What about you? Let's talk about you.
I could befriend a homosexual before I can a rat. I can befriend a homosexual.
Why?
Because what you mean? Why?
Yeah, you asked me why. Why are you choosing one over the other?
The homosexual is not a selfish individual. He's not trying to serve me up to the law if something goes wrong. He like what he like.
But you're not breaking law.
I say he like what, but still he done told on other people. I don't want to be around that.
Okay.
Regardless of I'm not breaking law. I know some niggas he done got life for. He done sent niggas to jail for life in the penitentiary, and me and him out with the game. Like you said, y'all at the game. This nigga done sent good men to jail for the rest of their life. I'll be down there next to motherfucking Quisha. For Quisha, talking about, oh my God, right? Yeah, they got a good back. Yeah. I ain't fucking this man. I'm a heterosexual man. I know my sexuality. He knows his sexuality, what he want. And I don't knock what he want. But can I befriend him before I befriend a coward-ass rat? Yes, I can. I could befriend, like the same way with me on the yard. They wasn't my friends, but we was associates. The homosexuals, they run the jail. They got all the good jobs. They can get you all the bell peppers.
But that's a difference, though.
No, listen, but I'm just telling you how I could befriend them.
Okay.
It's not a difference. It's not a difference.
It is.
I can befriend this one over this one. I can't trust this nigga right here, regardless if I'm doing something or not. And I might got homies that's doing something, I choose not to do nothing, but I'm bringing him around. He's seeing shit like, oh shit, well, Black ain't doing nothing but his man do. Anybody I bring him around other than me is a threat. He's a threat to them, to their existence, their survival of staying free. Would you agree? Like, you got to keep him secluded because you'll be doing, say if you got a homie like me and I'm out there selling dope, but I don't know your friend is a rat. You bring this your friend. You like, yo, Black, we going out to eat. You might go out to eat, but I'm busting traps. I've got niggas calling my phone. He right there. Look, but you know what I do. But you'll be worse than him if you brought him around me and not inform me that he's a rat, a former rat.
But the other persons are, you're gonna be able to know what they are from the gate. So I ain't gotta explain to you what they are.
The homosexual mind their business. They don't try to go at motherfuckers. Now, if you giving I've been around a bunch of homosexuals in the penitentiary. And none of them, I never seen a homosexual jump out there with a man and be like, can I suck that wee-wee? Can I grab your butt?
No, do this.
I never seen them be outlandish like that. Now, do they got all the, they got all that going on because they think they females. They think they females. They got that going on at an alarming rate because they're mimicking a female. So I would expect them to be sash swaying around the yard. Don't nothing bring them boy but a big booty boy. Bring them joy like a big booty boy.
No, dude.
So I could understand that. I understand that fully, but I don't understand cowardice of turning a brother over to the oppressors, which is the government.
I can ask questions to I will make it known that he told. I'm just saying I can't be riding down the street in a car because there's nothing that we're gonna have to talk about. I can't talk. I mean, I understand they got they situation what they got going on, but it's nothing for me to really conversate with nobody. Now a rat, he just told. That's what he is. He ratted. All right, he told on somebody. I ain't in the streets, so we can hang together, talk about sports or whatever else is going on in the world, and then it just. I don't know, man. I don't know. I can't. I just don't think that I would be able to coexist in that environment for me.
Well, why? What environment?
Well, the environment of being in close quarters, riding around, stuff like that. I wouldn't be able to coexist.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Do you think that? Because you said that you don't think that you will be able to exist in the closed corner confines with a. Do you think that you will get an urge? Do you think that? Do you think that something might trigger you, like him popping in his? Do you think you might get a chubby off of one of that? Like, is this why you're so adamant? Why you can't be in closed confines with a man that loves the same thing? Like, do you think there's a triggering effect, and you might look up and got some head? Do you think? Do you think this is this man? What the fuck? Because I don't understand that, bro.
Nah, I'm just saying, man. No, I'm just saying. I just couldn't. So you would choose Sally? You would choose Sally over a rat to be? Oh
no, a Sally wise, I would have to be Sally's because I'm not trying to. Because even though if I'm in a cell with a homosexual, ain't nobody believing I ain't in there humping me. Even though I might not be humping.
It might be the same thing when you're riding in the car. When I'm here in the streets. If you pull up to the neighborhood cookout and you got a person who a homosexual in the car with you, they gonna look at you a little weird, man.
Yeah, but I'm out here in the free world. I don't care. Like, see, when you in them clothes, I can leave that cookout and never see them people for months. I don't care what they think. When you're in these close confines that you gotta face every day, 24 hours a day, and it's right there, smack bag in your face. I'm not going in that man's cell, or he got coming in here. Every day, niggas walking past the cell like they go Black in there with his boy. No, fuck no.
So what's the same thing?
No, it's not. I don't have to deal with that. I don't have to see you after the cookout.
I'm riding in the car.
No, I don't have to deal with it. I'm riding past. I don't have to deal. I got to deal with that when I'm in jail. I gotta come out the cell. Everybody on the unit, they sitting there acting like they watching TV, they watching myself.
No, we talking about befriending them. So befriending them is gonna be the same thing in the streets too. I'm riding around with the car with them.
But yeah,
I'm going out with them. You know, like we might go to get something to eat.
It goes
you
back
always
to
hungry
what I
to get
said.
something to eat. You want to go. You want to go here.
To what I said. It goes back to what I said.
Same thing, bro.
No, it's not the same thing. It goes back to what I said. You're out here in a bigger environment. I could leave. I don't have to be around that. In these closed confines, when you're on these units, 200 niggas on a unit, a small ass unit. The unit is about as big as this fucking unit we in there with cells that can hold 200 men. Ain't nothing going on unnoticed ever on that unit. Ever. See, out here, I pull into a function, all right, then I'm be hearing whispers because I'm going. All right, with my homie. I'm not being with no rat, bro. I'm not hanging out. I'm not pulling up with no. They are the worst of the kind, man. A person
but see, you got to also take. All right. We talking about a person who's a flamboyant individual, a flamboyant homosexual. You know, there's levels to the flamboyancy. Like some people, it just
Shout out to Dot, man. What Dot just said, not to cut you off, bro, but he said something real intriguing in the John. He said it be freaks in the rinks at Jumar every week. I'd rather hang with them than the man that told.
I get it, but I'm just saying, what type of, because ain't nobody gonna be flamboyant. You talking about somebody flamboyant doing it, like flamboyantly, like just letting it be known. They may have got the
all right, so what? I don't care what. See, this is triggering you, bro. Yes, it is, because you're telling me that one of them couldn't sit next to. I don't know.
Like, would you
start sweating?
No.
Do you get an urge?
No, we're saying this. No, of course not. We're saying this.
No, of course not.
We're saying that befriending and hanging around a person every day. Which one would you be able to hang around? I wouldn't be able to hang around that person riding around every day. Because we don't have anything in common, man. You know what I'm saying? We don't have nothing in common. You know, there's rats that still what? They still shoot. They still try to get some money. They still try to run a business. Not saying that these other people, other individuals won't, but we got things in common. Like, you know what I'm saying? You always say it all the time. You might go in there and call somebody a rat, and he might knock you out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So,
but that still ain't got nothing to do with the price of tea in China.
Saying
what are you talking about?
We still I might look at him like, I'm gonna look at him. I call him a rat, but the flamboyance of it. Like, you might have somebody who got you. So a person might have a homosexual may have went as far as to get surgeries done.
All right, what the
and
hell?
You hanging in the car with that?
Yes, if he wanted me to drop him off somewhere, brother, they the same ones, the ones that hide it as men and one with titties and ass. If you're telling me I had a choice, I had to, because I'm not gonna hang with neither one of them. But if I had to pick one to hang with, and this is the scenario, this is what I'm putting at the audience, I would pick the homosexual to befriend. Not because I am a homosexual and I want to do something with this. Someone that's so vehement and adamant on it. I just don't like how he and props his lips.
You do it. Why you do it? Why you doing that,
but my thing is, how is you so mad at that man for doing that?
Nobody's not mad at him. But I could see
if he was making passes at you, making little cat calls, or whatever he doing to get your attention on a freak level. Now you can become overly mad and abundant mad. But if he carrying it like y'all bros and he in it like, Feek, you crazy as hell. I don't care about that. That's him.
I'm not going.
That's what him. Instead of me sitting around this nigga, I'm riding with him. He all on the phone with chicks and all that. Yeah. Yo, you want to go see these? I'm going to be looking at him with disgust. Got them boys' life, man. You nut ass nigga. I don't want to be around this nigga, man.
I would too. Probably.
I'm looking at him with pure disgust.
But I'm just saying, we probably would have more in common. Outside of that, we got more in common. We got more things in common, bro. So that's all I'm saying. Like, that's just for me. Now, whatever people choose to do on their time, it's on them. But I just, but I'm not doing. If you listen, you talk all day, all you want, bro. If you came down the way and pulled up down the way with a person, individual who was a homosexual, people gonna be like, yo, what the heck? People gonna suspect that something is not right there, bro. They gonna think that something is not right. You know what I'm saying? And probably the same thing with a rat, a snitch. They don't think, why you hanging with that rat? People hang with rats all the time. Not saying that it's right. People hang with rats all the time. He's a rat, but yeah, he gets some money. Dudes just making excuses for him. I would, if I had to choose, I would hang with neither because, you know, just because my beliefs. But I'm just not. If I had to choose, I would have to choose the person that told. And I'm, you know, that's just how I am. Now you might be able to. It's just I get what you're saying. I just.
Yeah, you don't get
the flamboyant. You might have somebody who got.
All right, so what if he ain't flamboyant, but he's sucking joints 90 going north?
Yeah, still I'm not doing it.
All right,
because we have nothing in common.
How? He's a man. He know about shit in life. What you mean you have nothing? He working. He know how to get to $1. How y'all ain't got nothing in common? Y'all got one thing y'all differ at. What you mean y'all ain't got nothing in common?
You know how you ride down the street?
That's a lie. For you to say that y'all got nothing in common, that's an outright lie. You're trying to build a defense for yourself. That's a lie.
What's a lie?
That y'all don't have nothing in common.
We really don't.
How? He just have a preference that you don't do. That's it.
Bro.
That's the only thing that's separate. Like the rat. Y'all don't got nothing in common. He told
He told, but we got stuff in common still.
But same thing. He sucked the junk, but y'all still got stuff in common. What y'all don't got? He go to work, he pay his bills, he take care of his kids. Y'all got a lot of shit in common.
Bro, all right. Listen, you
It's just that y'all differ when it comes to that chuppy.
You entitled, that was duty. You're entitled to your opinion. I'm entitled to mine. Like, it's up to the audience, but what they see fit and what they would do. I'm pretty sure there's a lot of mixed feelings in regards to this, man. You know, a lot of people, because people have family members that are, you know, homosexuals, and people have family members who are rats. And some people may not choose to deal with their family members because of whatever they choose to do and so forth and so on. People may not choose to hang with their family members because they told. And I understand why, but I'm just saying for me, you know what I mean? I just couldn't ride around all day like that. And, you know,
nobody's saying ride around. I'm just saying befriend. You ain't got to, you see, you're adding your own elements.
We know men that's homo, that have embarked upon homosexual acts.
Yes, I have a good friend of mine that did that. A good friend. I don't shun him. Yeah, I don't shun him at all.
And you watched and you went and watched it?
No, fuck all that. But what I did that to make sure that, the hell with the rumors said, I want to see if he doing this. But this good friend of mine that takes him involved in these actions, I don't see him and be like, ew, get away from me.
No, we're not saying that.
No, I don't see him and not acknowledging.
Yeah.
When I see him, yo, what's up, bro? How you doing, man? You good?
Yeah, I understand.
Yeah, he might be like, yo, give me $5. Here you go. I got extra. He go $5, bro. I grew up with him. It's a friend of mine. All right, cool. He chose to fall upon him.
On duty. But would you hang around him in the car, ride around with him?
You talk about if I had to say if he asked me to take him somewhere, yo, but can you drop me off? Yes, I'll take him.
All right, so look at one of your friends that's told that because we have people that we know that told.
Yes.
And you may choose to hang with the person that told over the person that's that.
No, what you talking about? No, I don't.
Okay.
I don't. You talking about me? You may have chosen.
You may have chosen to do that.
If it's anything, I would probably. I'm just telling you. I gave a scenario. You're always trying to budge something else into another. You got to stay in the perimeters of the scenario. Bro.
Okay.
The scenario. If you had both, fuck all that other shit you talking about. And you had to befriend one. Which one is you befriending? Stop trying to add more onto it. Ain't that called innovation when you're adding to this dean? And we ain't talking about the dean right now.
No, we're not talking about the dean.
We ain't talking about the dean, but you're innovating on the conversation that we're having because you're adding to it. No, I give you this ball right here, and you break it down what it is. Can you either pick a friend to a homosexual to befriend or a rat? Which one can you do? All that other equations, this if you take away one from that'd equal 2. Fuck all that. Answer the question, bro.
I did. I answered already.
And you can't be with you would befriend the rat.
I probably will have to. Yes.
Yeah, not me.
Yeah, I will have to. I understand. I understand your stance, but I'm just saying I have nothing. I couldn't have a conversation with them. Probably it's nothing that we probably can. It's probably things we could talk about, but it wouldn't. I don't know. I just feel like I just couldn't do it.
Right, well,
you said you can't be a sully with him, but you can hang with him out here.
Yeah, I'm not, because that's a different type of question. Then, because if you ask that question, then I'll tell you no.
Why is that? If you're confident, if you're comfortable in your sexuality,
because it's not even that. I'm confident in my sexuality, but the way prison is perceived. You got certain things you can't do.
So it's not perceived like that out in the
No,
streets?
fuck no. Prison and jail, out in the street and prison is night and day. So? I know so.
If Doc pulled up, right?
Yeah.
And came over here and he walked in here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
He had D-Block with him, bringing him in. He went and got him from the airport. No, I would not look at him funny.
No. I'm saying if he befriended him, like, he ride around in the car with him.
Ain't nobody saying befriend. You keep adding your own stuff. That's why this make this
You
corny.
said which one can you befriend?
But you saying he befriending, he riding around in the car with him. I ain't say you got to do that all the time.
So I got to answer the phone for you when you call?
No, befriend him don't mean you got to ride
describe
with him
what you mean
as
befriending.
He called up, he might need some help with something. Yo, man, can you come through and moving furniture in the day, man? I need an extra body on hand. Boom. Or the rest sit like that.
Can't tell me the extra body. That's just not do it.
Yeah, or he befriend you. Or yeah, man. I'm at the school picking up my son. Your son go to the same school as him. You want me to drop them off? They cool. But when we drop your son off too, I know where you live at. But I'm a homosexual. This is what I'm asking you. This is the type of befriending them I'm talking about. I ain't talking about be with him every day. Y'all picturing it up. Y'all all events together.
Well, that's a little different.
No, I'm asking, but you still befriending him. You don't have to be with a motherfucker
I'm
every
thinking
day
that you gotta be. I'm thinking that we say befriend them like me and you.
No, but now that you know what I'm talking about, what's your choice? Because you been knew what I was talking about. You just want to add your own equation, but go ahead.
No, I'm just because I gotta get more information about this. Like, that's a hard question, man. You know, that's like, what would you do, Tawfiq? The rat, yeah. I gotta really probably still cool with the, cause think about it. The person who told, they don't necessarily mean telling no more. It's like you said, the person who might have.
Once you told it, you can't just undo the telling. I don't give a fuck if he didn't tell no more. You told.
But if a person was homosexual, no longer homosexual anymore, too?
No, he's always a homosexual. You the one that told me he ain't. You the one that told me that, and then you getting up here acting bougie and switching it up. You said you could be forgiven for that, and you could come back to the fold of Islam and make sober, which is true and correct.
Yeah, for both. Yeah.
But in your mind, when he's sitting there and you in front of him and you in Ruku, is you comfortable with that?
Say it again.
You talking about say that again. You in front of him, and Ruku is a position.
I'm not gonna be in front of him going Ruku.
Well, why not though? But he back in there, he atoned for us. Why not? Why?
Listen, I don't want to make this because this is not a religious podcast.
No, it's not a religious podcast, but it's still things that we talk about and deal with because we're religious men. But why not? I could let that go.
I will get in front of him. You said you're going to Ruku.
Yes.
That was duty.
He not touching me. This man crazy.
You know what Ruku is, man?
Yes. Yeah. Yes. Ruku is a position in the salat like this. The Ruku is a bowing position.
No, that's a Jude. That's a Jude. Yeah.
No, excuse me. Ruku is this.
Yeah, in front of him. No, I'm not doing that.
And he's behind me in the ring.
That was duty.
I'm not tripping about that.
We're not gonna play. Not gonna do that.
No, yeah.
Listen, but what I'm saying is
about it, but still.
No, I'm just saying.
We're not playing about it. Ain't nobody playing with it. We're having a conversation. Ain't nobody up here getting giggles and jiggles and from that. No.
No, but listen. I'm not. Listen, this is not a religious podcast, so I don't want to make it about the religion. But what I'm saying to you is, I'm saying we talk about befriending them. You know what I mean? Befriending them, like. I'm just, you know, I look at, we say befriend them is a whole different ball game. Cause I befriend certain guys. I just don't know. I just couldn't do that. I just don't think I would have anything in common with them. So you know, in jail, right? Mm-hmm. Talking about this situation in jail. Mm-hmm. So the rats are more frowned upon than the person who's committing homosexual acts?
Yes. Wow. At an alarming rate. At a 10-to-1 rate.
Because the rats get checked in, but those
they out there having a ball, making wine, cooking food, running tracks, massaging niggas. They out there living their best life, having too much fun, like you like to say.
Yeah, way too much
They
fun.
Don't get condemned. Oh, you gotta go up top. Unless you went around and grabbed the wrong nigga ass or something like that, and that ain't going on. So yeah, ain't nobody. But I'm not befriending no rat, bro. A person that took action in a crime and got caught up, and you took action, you knew what you was doing, and you knew where that could land you if the police intervened and intercept what y'all was doing. You knew all this. And you told on your friend to come home before he did, or snuggle. Bro, I can't respect that, bro. Can't respect that, bro. Can't respect that at all. For me to befriend him and I'm going, he like, yo, yeah, man, come on, then we going to the, nah, bro, we ain't doing none of that. Even though you didn't tell on me, you told on some good men. Then you might get me hurt from being with you. Imagine you and him coming back from the game. John and them from South Philly ain't forget about he told. Now you putting yourself in total harm's way. You wouldn't agree?
Because it's times we have been places, right? And like we know people that told, bro. And I know people, I got people in my phone right now that I know that told. That still, but hear me out. That still call me. And I'm not in the street. They call me, and they made, like I said, a few like, got businesses that I utilize when I need certain things done for help my businesses. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I'm doing business with them based off of what they got going on. I don't look at them. I don't look at the company as being a rat. Now they might have told. I'm not going to go somewhere else and pay more money when I can just deal with them, even though they told. It just
yeah, I understand that, but I just can't. I understand you're a businessman. You don't mind dealing with the rat. I get it.
But that doesn't mean I do come from harsh because I seen.
I'm talking about as far as sitting in that penitentiary because a nigga told on you for years on end.
But I saw my guys go through it.
Yes.
And I felt, you know, the pain that y'all was going through.
But it's one thing is seeing it, it's one thing to doing.
But at the time we was out here rat bashing.
Yes, I understand that.
So therefore I'm just saying, so I understand, but I'm just saying for me to be able to now, if it's a person who a homosexual, who is a homosexual and he has a business that may benefit something that I may have going on, of course I'll still use him as to do business with him. If that's befriending him, then cool. But I'm talking about as far as me being like, I'm thinking of it as the aspect of riding around the car with him. You know what I mean? He coming over the crib, all the different stuff around me. My son seeing me hanging with him. You know what I'm saying? So you know what I'm saying? You just never know.
I'm training my son too. Like, his sexual preference is his sexual preference. That's what we not agreeing with. Yes. I'm not letting things go unchecked. But I don't know what to tell my son. He found like, damn, Dad, I found out from what's his name, uncle or nephew the other day that he told them boys got them boys' life. You running around with him?
Yeah, okay. I understand that. But which thing will have a bigger impact on the kid? You know what I mean? You see, you know what I mean? Somebody who, you know, a flamboyant, they say, you know, I don't want to use that word, but a flamboyant homosexual who's out here, you know, speaking flamboyantly about it and expressing it that's what he is, and he may be calling himself other than, you know, calling himself not a man anymore, calling himself a woman, and your kids see that. Is that going to be more devastating to the child than a person who's dressed the attire like a man, but he told?
But you see, you keep putting it like a flamboyant.
Because you gotta go. It's levels. I'm saying.
All right, but what if it ain't a flamboyant punk?
But he still. How would your kid know?
But no, I know motherfucking punks that ain't flamboyant and still kiss motherfucking boys on the ground. I mean, on the mouth.
Yeah, but I understand.
They ain't flamboyant. They ain't got the titties and all that, and then walking around and sassy. But they will still show you like this is their woman. And you be like, okay, all right.
Yeah. I
got homies on the yard that'll walk up to a nigga and kiss him in his mouth, and you'll never know he was into that until you seen that act.
We were just at an event. Me and Dot were there. I ain't gonna say the other person's name, but the one person, it was me, Dot, and two other people. One person is a speculation that he's supposed to have told, and then there was the other person there who was like, "Oh, I couldn't get the picture with him because he ratted. He didn't want to getting the shot with it, like in the video in the picture, because he said that he told." And I respected that. You know what I'm saying? I understand that. You know what I'm saying? I understand. Not to say that I see this person take pictures with a person who was a homosexual either, but I'm just saying I understand why he said that. So I agree you can't stand next to either one or certain people because of the stigma that it'll give you by staying next to them. You know what I'm saying? Or befriending them. So I understand. So it's up to people's choice of what they want to do, who they would rather hang around. But it's just for me, you know, yeah, man. I just think that's a tough. It's an easy answer for me, but it's like a little tough for you.
No, how it sound like it's tough for me?
Because it's like because it's so many different variances. If I'm in jail, I'm doing this. If I'm on the street, I'm doing this. I was looking at it as a whole. You know what I'm saying? As a whole overall aspect.
Right.
You know what I mean? So Yeah, Dado I'm talking about.
Yeah, so this Big Shaq just said that your question, your answer to the question just disturbed him deeply. And Shaq, shout out to you, Shaq. Shaq did a lot of time with me in them penitentiaries, man. He come from a long line of niggas ratting on him, man. Did damn near 30 years. And he said, so Feek will do business with people that told on you. That told on you, huh? This topic is messing with me, bro.
I understand. He had,
cause niggas Shaq, like that shit right there, like you got to explain to the men.
Yeah, so
like how you wouldn't do business with this Shah Mooley though, but he ain't coming at you.
No, I'm not. I never said. I said I would do business with both.
No. You said I said I'm asking you which if you had to befriend one.
No, yeah, he's talking about doing business though.
No, but we still talking about. Well, you said
his question was about me doing business with them because at the end of the day, you know, I'm not in the street. So we're not in the street. I'm not in the street. So if it's a person come to me, and I'll speak about it. So like, cause I don't really care. So it's a person that I know that, you know, he testified. Got to do a lot of time, and he was doing some work for me, down duty. He was working like on one of the projects for me, one of my projects or whatever the case may be. And my man came to me and said, "Yo, you know, he told, whatever the case may be," and I'm like, dang, he told, like, yeah, he told, no, gave me a whole rundown. He told whatever case may be. So I like, dang. And I still, you know, did business with his company because he's still the type of work that they did as far as what his business did was on point. And I understand where everybody's saying, but I had already started doing business with this guy before it even came out, before I even knew that he was a confidential informant, and he told on some people that up New York. You know, it was crazy. From Philly in New York. You know what I mean? But I understand, Shaq, how you feel. I'm not saying that I wouldn't do business with a person that was, you know, a homosexual. I would do business with them if I needed their you know, they had a company that can benefit me in business, and I would do business with them if the business made sense.
See, but I get that part of it. We talk about hanging out though.
Yes, I'm saying.
So I get that part of it. You know what I mean? Yeah. That's like if a rat nigga come to me and he wanted to buy my company or something in business and he got the money what I'm selling for, I'm gonna sell it to him.
Exactly.
I'm gonna sell it to his ass, huh? I ain't, you know, that's doing business, but it's not doing business. It's just doing business. But yeah, I would definitely do that. But we're talking about befriending.
And I don't know about Beans telling. I don't know if that's true.
Who told?
My man Grits said Beans told y'all had him on the show. I don't remember Beans telling. I don't know if I seen anything like that. So yeah, I just don't. I don't know. But at the end of the day, you know, it's a tough topic, and people going to have their opinion about what you should be doing and how you should be doing certain things. Some people might want to ride around and befriend, you know, a rat. Some people might want to ride around and befriend the homosexual, and I understand. Just saying, for me, if I had to choose one, I just got to choose. I would probably. I'm not a rat. I don't condone rats. And when my guys was in jail, we was out here. When I was young and dumb, and we was rat bashing. We was really rat bashing. Like, we seen a rat, it was gonna be whatever it's gonna be, and that's factual. But now, you know, that shit for me itself. Now, if somebody's a rat, I'm not dealing with them on a level where they can send me to jail. You know what I mean? But, you know, and if we look at this too, that's just rolling